This month's main test is a new UD Quon GW 26460, owned and operated by Charter Transport in Christchurch. Think of the national truck fleet as the All Blacks, and UD have added a whole new player and a position to the team with the new Quon. A much anticipated and hugely important truck to the industry, and for many it will add significant midnight oil to the lamp when agonising over fleet replacements. There have been Volvo bits and pieces sneaking into the UD product for a while, but the new Quon is the first unashamedly trumpeted from the mountaintop platform heavy-duty truck. And in producing it, UD have essentially created a new market segment all for themselves, for a short time at least. In regard to heavy-duty trucks sourced from Asia, the Japanese OEMs had Australasia to themselves for decades. Not so anymore. They've had to re-establish their point of difference, and in the Quon, UD has done just that. While the cab design is certainly a significant step up on a similar theme, the safety systems take the truck to a whole new level. It's a Japanese truck equipped with the gear you'd expect on high-end Volvos. So what does it have? Disc brakes are standard, UD's Traffic Eye intelligent cruise and emergency braking, lane departure, hill hold, a lateral stability system called UDSC, UD Stability Control, brake blending that optimises service brake and auxiliary brake interactions to give the best outcome in terms of stopping and wear, and even fatigue management if you want it. And it's all very relevant. Surely it's only a matter of time before we see a WorkSafe investigation that questions the buying rationale of someone who chose a truck that lacks certain safety features when equivalent or close money could have purchased something that may have avoided whatever it is they are investigating. In the new Quon, you'll rest easy knowing you took all reasonable steps when doling out the good shekel. Of course, it's the final answer too to the great 13-litre, 11-litre debate. Under the floor is the GH11 TD 460 PS 10.8 litre engine. It produces 338 kilowatts, 460 horsepower PS at 1800 RPM and delivers 2,200 newton metres, 1,623 pound-foot of torque at 1200 RPM. Torque's very much a peak, tailing away at either side, but never fear, the truck's only available with the Escott 6 AMT transmission, so between the engine and gearbox's smart bits, they'll keep you where you need to be. Driver of the Charter machine, Dave Connor, says it outperforms both the 420 and 470 Quons he drove previously. On a recent load out of Nelson in the low 40 tonnes, it climbed up spooners in the Hope Saddle in 7th and 8th and pulled away no trouble at all, said Dave. Where the 54-tonne grinds over the big passes and mountains are its gig is certainly arguable, but pitched at the right work it's a compelling consideration. Charter have a long history with the product and know how best to deploy it. They take a jack-of-all-trades approach to the UD, giving them a mixture of lighter work, heavier work, metro and line haul. Because the old truck was such a good-looking machine, the new one does give you a crikey moment the first time you see it, but it grows quickly and gives the decorators something to demonstrate their abilities. There's a swish binocle inside, housing 2 gauges with 6 outputs and a bunch of warning lights. There are more lights outside the gauges, plus the now familiar truck and trip metric screen. In the wrap there's a media and navigation station, switches, air conditioning, heating and comms back to base. The truck has a 4-spoke smart wheel, and that combined with the wands and the nice location of all the switches means the driver doesn't really have to move to do anything. It's a much classier interior than the previous model in mellower tones. Fit and finish is on the button, ride is fine if not a tad lively in times, and access is superb. The great thing with this evolutionary revolution on wheels is UD have retained all that makes a UD a UD. It's light, nimble, airy, lively, handles well, responsive. It's not a truck that induces lethargy in anyone. UD have always known who they are and they've held true to their spirit. If you're a UDer from way back, you'll think this is a fabulous progression. Get the full story in the November 2018 edition of New Zealand Trucking Magazine. Have a great month, take care, thanks for your support and thanks for your love of trucks.